Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the mind-blowing video series of tips, tricks, and strategies for income taxes. My name is Tyrone Gregory, the peoplepreneur from the actionfromsquareone.com website, and I am going to be your instructor for the duration of this video series, and I'd like to welcome you to video number 1. And the reason I put this video series together is real simple. I want to help you file that perfect tax return. And when I say perfect, what I mean is that you have a zero balance due and a zero refund, which translates that you paid just the right amount, not too much, not too little. So let's go ahead and get to it. In order to begin to get to that perfect return, I really want to explore and answer the question as to what is taxes exactly. Well, here's my translation as to what taxes is. Taxes, in my opinion, is like a utility bill. It's something that must be paid in order to keep things going. That's the best way I can look at taxes. Of course, people have their opinions on taxes, and that's perfectly fine, but that's just my opinion. Taxes is like a bill. If I want to keep it going, then I got to keep paying it. So, but the idea or the concept of taxes is nothing new. Taxes has been around since the biblical days, and you can see here's a picture of Jesus with his 12 disciples. And if you remember, one of them was a tax collector. And there's the proof. If you look there, you'll see his little bag of taxes that he's collected. So there's a rich history, a lot of history that we can look into when it comes into our taxes, where it comes from, what's done with it, how they arrive, and things of that nature. But that's not what this video is going to be about. I am not going to go into detail about the history of taxes and things of that nature. I really have a specific goal in mind, and we're going to get right to it. I can say this, however. For the U.S. tax code, when it was first written, it was like only 400 pages long. And now it's over 17,000 plus pages. Wow. So keep that in mind. This video series is not going to be going in detail. It's not going to go into all 17,000 pages. I just want to tell you enough so that you'll have as much control over your taxes as possible. However, when it comes to taxes, there's something I want you to understand. There is no avoiding it, at least legally. There's no avoiding paying taxes. Strategically, you can pay zero taxes, but you would have to have all of your income be from capital gains. But for the majority of us, there is no avoiding paying taxes. And this was better stated by old Ben Franklin when in 1789 he wrote a letter to old Jean-Baptiste Leroy. I guess that was my best impression of a French accent. So anyway, in the letter, Ben stated this. He said, "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes." And we've heard it before. Nothing in life is guaranteed except death and taxes. But think about that statement. Our life itself isn't guaranteed. We're not guaranteed to wake up and see tomorrow. However, taxes is. And you may think that's funny, but as a certified tax preparer, I have filed tax returns for deceased taxpayers. Yes. So I agree that nothing is guaranteed except death and taxes. So with that being understood, again, I'm repeating, there's just no avoiding it. Just get used to paying your fair share. But here's something else I want you to understand. Taxes is not just once a year. I personally believe that this is the reason why a lot of us fail when it comes to taxes, is because we only think about them as a once a year event. We wait for all the paperwork to come in the mail. We put it to the side, put it in a folder. And when the time comes, we take it to the tax person, or we sit down in front of the computer and just plug in the numbers. Doing that makes us just a little bit ill prepared versus being intuitive, right? Which is the reason I want to put this video together, so we can have more control. We can be more intuitive. Understand that taxes is not once a year. It's an everyday thing. Whether you realize it or not, taxes is happening all day long. The events that change them, when you're earning money, when you're spending money, taxes is happening. There are people in Congress right now writing laws, changing laws that's going to affect the way we pay our taxes and the way that we are taxed. So taxes is an everyday thing. But there's a principle that I want you to understand when it comes to your taxes. Taxes is a pay-as-you-go system. In other words, as you earn it, you pay it. Very simple. And that's why we have both withholdings and quarterly estimated payments. And the best example of this will probably be a W-2 employee. So let me show you something real quick. Here we have a pay stub. Right. And if you look at this pay stub, there's a lot of numbers and things going on, a lot of words here. But what I want to focus on is the current gross earnings. You'll see the current gross earnings there is $19.20. But you'll also notice on the same page, we'll see taxes and there's federal withholding. Now, notice this happens at the same time. As soon as you earn it, you pay it. So the gross earnings were recorded in the payroll system. Taxes were taken out immediately. And again, this process happens through what we call withholding. We'll talk about the quarterly estimated payments in another video. But the end result is, you can see here, the amount that's deposited is the $1,480. That's after taxes. So again, as you earn it, you pay it. Let me give you another example. So let's say this is you. You wake up in the morning, go to work about, 40 plus hours a week or so, and then comes payday. But before the money comes to you, it goes to your taxes. Your taxes are taken out, your fair share, and then you get the rest. That's taxes. So in conclusion, there is very little we can do to avoid taxes, right? Even if you lie on your tax return, you're only prolonging the inevitable. The Supreme Court just gave the IRS permission to go back an additional 3 years to review a tax return. They used to can only go back 3 years to do it. Now they can go back 6. So the concept of trying to evade taxes is a no-no. So therefore, your goal is not tax evasion, but tax preparation. The better you can be prepared for your taxes, the better you can budget, the better you can plan, the better you will be. No tax evasion, tax preparation. That is the goal. So, homework. Yes, you have homework. At the end of every video series, you are going to have homework. And the homework for this video series is for you to go find your pay stub, look at it, familiarize yourself with it, understand what every entry means. If you are the type of person that never looked at your paycheck stub or don't even have no clue of what it looks like, get used to it, right? If your company sends you digital files of your paycheck stub, create a file for it on your desktop, on your laptop, or something like that. If you receive physical copies, create a file and place them somewhere. I want you to be able to look at them often. If there's something on your paycheck stub that you're not familiar with, that you don't understand, please contact your payroll or your HR department and have them explain it to you. Do not be in the dark when it comes to your finances. Take a look at everything. And that is your homework for this video. Get ready for the next video. We're going to go a little deeper into it. If you have any questions, any concerns, please feel free to leave me a comment or shoot me an email or hit me up on the social media. I look forward to helping you out in any way possible. And I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.